Yo, it's human here, or Earl here, human Earl, whatever, whichever one. It don't even matter. I am who I am. But but yeah, I had an interesting thought, or I've been thinking about it for some time now, and yeah, basically this idea, man, of as I was looking in the scriptures, man, looking in the Word, it's interesting, right? So I started off with a question, right? What did Jesus actually go around teaching and preaching? What was his message? Most of us we would say, oh, he went around talking about, oh, he went around talking about heaven and hell, right? So as traditional as that answer may be, or excuse me, or as simple as that answer may sound, that's only really part of what he actually talked about. Okay. Um, so if you go look in your scriptures, go look in Matthew. I can't even think of the verse right now, but go look at what he actually went around preaching and teaching. Man, it's crazy, because what he actually really was talking about was this kingdom. Okay, what is this kingdom that he went around preaching about, teaching about? Okay, well, he actually went around preaching about the kingdom of God. So many people think, oh, he was telling people to stop sinning and all this. Well, yeah, you could say that, yeah, but that's the partial story, because the bigger picture is about the kingdom. And surprisingly, this is, if you're listening, you're watching, at this point, you may be thinking, oh, this is another religious guy, it's another Christian, whatever. That's cool. But I wanted to let you know before you leave, or before you decide that this is boring, that everything, the things that people want, right? Like no more wars. People want peace. People don't want diseases. You don't want your loved one dying because they smoke too much and now their lungs is terrible, right? So this same stuff that that people don't want, okay? These things that we say are evil or bad. In reality, that's the same thing that Jesus went around preaching, that, hey, he's come to do away with all that. He's come to literally set us free from this evil, man, this evil world. And that is a big piece of the puzzle that many people don't even get. That the idea of the kingdom is about peace, it's about love, it's about no more wars, no more pain and all this stuff that us humans, we want to get rid of. Well, we're not going to get rid of it. It's actually getting worse. The only way we get rid of it is by living through Christ. And that's why he came talking and preaching about the kingdom of God, because the kingdom of God is exactly that. It's the same thing that people want. No more wars, no more pain. They want peace. They want happy relationships. They want happiness or joy. Well, that's actually what the kingdom of God is all about. And if you've been going through your whole life questioning about God, or if you've been kind of dismissing Jesus and his message, well, his message is about, he's building a kingdom, right? He already has a kingdom. And he's building something. He's building this kingdom, okay? And in this kingdom, there is no taking advantage of people. There is no capitalism. There is no capitalizing on other people. There is no thievery going on. There's no violence, and all this evil that we see, right? So, just to shorten it up, that's the message that he came preaching. It's about the kingdom of God, that God is doing new things, that God is going to restore everything to its proper order, like he intentionally designed it to be, which was perfect without all this evil, right? And obviously Satan corrupted that. He enticed humans to fall astray, okay? But the interesting thing I want you to know is that, man, the kingdom of God, the very same thing that people want, the goodness that people want in life, that's what the kingdom of God is. But it's perfect. It's far above any goodness that we can think of. And if you want to be a part of that, right? If you want to be a part of this coming kingdom, when Jesus comes and returns and restores order to the earth, he's the only one that can do it, by the way. You've seen how time and time again we elect new leaders. You got new presidents being elected. It doesn't work. New governments formed. It doesn't work. God has allowed man to rule himself for, 6,000 years? And that's a whole nother topic. The whole, how many years is, how old is the earth, right? That's a whole nother discussion, but I won't get into that. But so God is allowing man to rule himself for a period of time. And we can see that it does not work. We come up with medicine, we still have sickness. We come up with new governments, or at least new leaders. But guess what? It doesn't work. None of it works. But when Jesus comes back, it will work, because they created it all. He created it all. And when he comes back, he's going to restore all things. Look in Acts, it's the restitution of all things. God will restore goodness on the earth. That's what the kingdom is about. And if you want to be a part, ask questions, Ask questions. Don't just write it off. Oh, Jesus, he's wanting me to stop sinning. He's wanting me to stop drinking. He's wanting me to stop smoking. He's wanting me to stop, having sex with my girlfriend, all this. That's part of it. That's part of it, but that's really not the highlight of what's going on, man. Like you're missing the whole point of all this. The whole point of all this is about what he's doing with the kingdom, about restoring peace, love, and unity. All these things that we long for, man. This is what he's doing. If you want to be a part, then you can be a part. It's that simple. He paid the price for you to be a part. He wants you to be a part. And if you don't want love on the earth, if you don't want peace on the earth, if you want wars and famines, and if you want to keep oppressing people economically and socially, then you can keep doing that, and you are gonna miss out on life. And so, hey, ask questions. All right, this video is getting a little long. But yeah, ask questions. I just want to come to you talking about what Jesus really preached, man. What did he really preach? He didn't preach what people always associate, right? He was really focused on his kingdom. And if you want to be a part of that, if that sounds interesting, if you want a world where there is no more suffering, where there is no more lying and cheating, and everything's honest and open, and it's perfect. If you want to live in that world, right? We make fun of people who say, oh, you want to live in we make fun of people who talk about these ideas. We say, oh, you're a utopian guy. Well, let me be honest with you. That's the world that God initially designed. And that is the world that Jesus is coming to restore, whether you believe that or not. I didn't say it. The creator of all things said that's what he's coming to do. And if you look around, all I see is beauty. All I see is intelligent design. Now tell me how this could spring up by itself with no kind of thought, no kind of supernatural, out of this world intelligence. Come on, man. So yeah, this is Human Earl. I'm out.